Now friends, a problem based on profit and loss. Rajni purchased a mobile phone and a refrigerator for this and this price. She sold the refrigerator at a loss of 12% and mobile phone at a profit of 8%. What is her overall? Here this is the pricing of mobile and this is of refrigerator. Now she's see we want the absolute loss and profit. So no need to go for any sort of calculations over here. You can do it mentally because it's very easy. So 10,000 rupees is the pricing of refrigerator. On a refrigerator she is making a loss of 12%. That means 1200 is a loss, right? And on this mobile phone she is making a profit of 8%. That is 8% of 12,000 is 12 8s are 96. That means 960 rupees she is making profit, right? So overall, what is the loss? That is 960 minus 1200, we can say minus 240 is the loss, right? So no need to go for much paperwork. Very simple problem can be done mentally in 30 to 40 seconds. Now in this case, the average age of 7 boys sitting in a row is 26 years. If the average age of first 3 boys is 19 and average age of last 3 is 32, what is the age of the boy who is sitting in the middle of the row? That means there are 7 boys. Average of first 3 and average of last 3 is given. Total and average of even 7 is given. So that's very simple problem, friends. If you wish to go manually, you can do it like this: 26 into 7, that is the total age of 7 boys. Out of this, total age of first 3 boys and total age of last 3 boys must be deducted to get the correct answer, right? Alternatively, what you can do, see the average age of we assume the average age of this boy is 26. This is a assumption, right? Now whatever is loss or gain in this average, we will calculate. Now average age of first 3 boys is 19 years. That means we are losing a data, that is 26 minus 19, that is 7, and 3 boys are there. That means we are losing 21 from the average. That means our average is 9, like the total is getting 21 less, right? So I add 21 to make up the loss. And here the average age of the boys is 32. So 6 difference between this and this is 6, and the 3 boys are there. That means in total we are gaining 18. 6 into 3, 18. So that we can deduct from here, right? Because this is the profit or this is the extra and this is we are getting less, right? So from this 26 we need to set up the this make up the loss and profit. So from 26 plus 21 minus 18, so 26 plus 3, 29 will be the correct choice. So that's option B. Now, in how many different ways can the letter of the word praise be arranged? No repetition is there. 6 letter, 6 factorial arrangements will be there, and you need to keep that in mind. 6 factorial is 720. Be very fast, right? 5 factorial is 120. 120 into 6 is 720, right? The problem should not take more than 10-15 seconds. Now let's try this problem. If a numerator of a fraction is increased by 150% and denominator of a fraction is increased by 300%, the resultant fraction is this. What is the original fraction? You can go by options as well, and you can go from the questions as well. I assume this is numerator by denominator. Numerator is increased by 150%. That is 150% is what? 3 by 2. You must be knowing that. So the increase by 3 by 2, that means initial plus this increase, the new fraction will be 5 by 2 of the original fraction, right? So it's 5 by 2 of n, right? The new numerator. The denominator of the fraction is increased by 300%. That means initially if it is d and the increase of 3d is also there, 300%, that means 3. So 3d plus d, that is the new denominator will be 4d, right? So it's actually 5 by 18, right? So what you need to do? You need to find out n by d, right? So that's 4 by 9, as simple as that. Okay, hardly matter of 20-25 seconds. Again, very simple. Car covers first 39 km of his journey in 45 minutes and covers the remaining 25 km in 35 minutes. What is the average speed of the car? Average speed is actually total distance by total time, right? So total distance is 39 plus 25, that is 64. Total time is 45 minutes plus 35 minutes, that is 40 plus 30 and 10, 80 minutes. 80 minutes means 60 minutes plus 20 minutes, that is 1 hour, plus 20 by 60, that is 1/3 hour. So 1 plus 1/3, that is 4 by 3 hours, right? So 48 km per hour, as simple as that, right? Hardly matter of 20 seconds. Now this problem based on time and work. 4 examiners can examine a certain number of answer papers in 10 days by working a 5 hour a day. For how many hours in a day would 2 examiners have to work in order to examine twice the number of answer papers in 20 days? Now listen to me carefully. No need to go for any sort of detailed paperwork. For 4 examiners, they are spending 10 days 5 hours a day. That means 50 hours 4 examiners are spending, right? 50 hours, 10 days 5 hours a day, 50 hours for 4 examiners. That means for a single examiner the work is of 4 into 50, that is 200 hours. 200 hours for a single person. Okay, now the quantum of the work is double, as we can see over here. That means for a single person the work is of 400 hours, right? Now availability is what? 2 examiner 20 days. That means for 1 examiner is available for 40 days, right? 1 examiner 40 days or 2 examiner 20 days, one and the same thing. So 1 examiner 40 days and the work is of 400 hours. That means he need to spend 10 hours per day. Getting my point? 1 examiner 40 days. Every day if he works for 10 hours, he'll be able to complete 400 hours. That's this, right? So no need to go for any sort of paperwork. Just write down the data that you need not to keep in your mind, right? That's suppose I have written this 400 hours, so I don't have to recall it again and again. So this much data should be written on the paper, right? Unnecessary calculation should not be done. Okay, try to do them mentally. Now problem based on permutation, combination or arrangement, we can say there are 4 books of economics, 3 books of management and 4 books of statistics. In how many different ways can the books be arranged so that books of economics are kept together? Very simple, friends. We just assume the books of economics to be just one. You should be knowing the basic concepts of permutation, combination over here. So 4 books of economics, that is I just considered that as one book. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4 and 4, 8 factorial. Apart from that, these economics books should be together, but not necessarily in the one order. So the 4 books can be arranged in 4 factorial manner, right? So your final answer is 8 factorial into 4 factorial. So 6 factorial is 720 into 7 into 8 into 24, right? See, unit digit of your answer must be 0. I eliminate 0. Apart from that, 2 7s are 14, 4 8s are 32. That 2 into 4, 8. The second last digit must be 8. That's there in this option, right? But we have none of these as well over here. So if you could get the approximate idea of the calculation, that would be great, right? 24 into 8, that is around 200. That 25 into 8 is around 2. That's 200. So it's around 200 into 7, 1400 into 7, around 98. The figure must be below 98, so that's this figure, right? That is below 9,80,000. Okay, or if you are not confident about the method, you can very well multiply the numbers, right? Apart from that, you can even find out the digital root as well. Your answer must be multiple of 9, right? That means the digital sum must be 9. So that can be checked over here because we have already verified the tens digit. So it's 9 only, then 8 and 6, 14 and 6, 20 plus 7, 27, that's 9 only, right? So you can be sure of this answer. Now, problem based on time and work. 6 women and 6 men together can complete a work in 6 days. That means the work is of 6 women for 6 days, that is 36 women days, plus 6 men for 6 days, that is 36 men days. And in other words, the same work can be done by 9 women in 10 days. That means precisely the work is of 90 woman days. That means if one woman works, then she will take 90 days to complete the work. That is the concept of woman days, right? So 36 women days, 90 women days, the entire work is of 90 women days, that should be kept in your mind. 36, 90, so it will be 54, 18 to 18, 3. That means 2 men are equal to 3 women. So 2 men is equal to 3 women. Now the work is of 90 woman days. So I multiplied 330 over here. So I'll be multiplying 30 over here. Right? That means the work is of 60 man days. Now 15 men are working and the work is of 60 man days. That means they will be taking 4 days to complete the work. Right? So that's none of these. Okay? I hope you are clear. I would repeat over here. From this calculation, 2 men is equal to 3 women. The work is of 90 women days. That means I multiply 30 this side and this side. So I can calculate like 90 women days will be equal to 60 men days. Now there are 15 men and the work is of 60 men days. That means 15 men will take 4 days to complete the work. Okay, a very simple problem based on time and work. And if you have good grip on time and work, you can solve this problem in less than 30 seconds. Now, a sum of simple interest. Ravi borrowed some money at the rate of 4% per annum for first 3 years, at the rate of 8% for next 2 years, and the rate of 9% for the period of 5 years. If he pays the total simple interest, now simple interest remains same for every year, right? Now 4% for first 3 years, that means 12% of the amount, then 8% for next 2 years, that means 16%, and 9% for 2 years, that is period beyond 5 years. So it's 18. So 18 plus 12, 30, and 46% he has paid, right? That means as a simple interest, he has paid 46% of the principal. I assume the principal to be X. So 0.46 of X is our amount, that is 19550, right? Now, what we can do, we can go by the digital root method. The digital root of this side is 5 and 5, 10 and 1, 11, that's 2 over there, this side, and digital root as of now 6 plus 4, 10, that's 1, right? So I need to have the value of X that when multiplied this 1, give the digital sum as 2, right? So let's quickly check the options. 9 cancel, 5 and 3, 8 into 1, 8, incorrect. 5 and 4, 9 and 2, 11, that's 2, so this will be the correct choice. Let's verify that. 9, 4, 1, 5, incorrect. 4 and 3, 7, incorrect, right? So 42500 will be the correct choice. And since none of these is there, if you don't want to take the risk, then what you can do, you find out the 50% of the answer just for verification. So 50% of this will be 21250, right? And deduct 4%. That's around 1700. So if we deduct 1700 from this, we'll be getting this figure around, right? So you just have to get the around idea. Otherwise, the actual calculation you have already matched. So to avoid none of these, you need to do this verification, right? So your answer 42500 is correct one. Okay. Now a problem from simple interest. Shamita took a loan at a simple interest at the rate of 6% per annum for the first year. Then it increased by 1.5% per annum every year. At the end of 3 years, this was the interest amount. So for first year 6%, for the next year 7.5%, and for the third year 9%. So 9 plus 6, 15 plus 7.5, that's 22.5% of the amount she is paying as an interest, and that amount is actually 8190. So 22.5% of X is 8190. So for percentage sign I put 20 and this, right? No need to worry, a very simple calculation. This is multiple of 25 and 9 both, and this is multiple of 25 and 9 both. So 25, 9, and here I just take out this 1000 apart. So that's 8190 into 40. Okay? 9 and 1 and 0, right? So your answer is 910 into 40. 004 36 400, that's none of these. Okay, matter of just 40 seconds.